Started streaming. Say again? Yeah, you can. Yeah, but we're not live streaming to the Kali at the moment, so you can come. But I am live, just so you get to everything on that side.
De la Conferring.
Tomorrow off?
On your side.
And then we put those on the other side. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding of diplomas and the conferment of degrees in the Faculty of the Humanities. I therefore award the diplomas to and confer the degrees on all the candidates that the Acting Dean presents to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award diplomas to and confer degrees on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. Please take your seats.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Corley Wittoon, and I'm the Vice Rector for Research. Welcome at the University of the Free State at this best day of the year. This is the year where we celebrate our students graduating, and I assure you that it's the pinnacle of our academic activities. And first of all, I think the most important people, or second most important people in the graduation is, of course, the academics sitting in the 2 rows in front of us. It is really what they have worked for really hard the past three years. I'd like to welcome on stage the Chancellor, Dr. Khotso Mokele. I'd like to welcome the Rector and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Francis Peterson. I'd like to welcome my fellow Vice-Rectors and 2 registrars. I'd like to welcome the Deans and representatives of Deans on stage, as well as the Student Representative Council Chair. I'd also like to welcome representatives from the Council on the stage this afternoon. Then I'd like to give a warm word of welcome to all the guests here this afternoon, all the parents, family members, friends. Thank you so much for coming to attend this very prestigious event at the University of the Free State. And I hope that you will have some time to spend on campus to experience a little bit of what the campus life is like. I'd also like to make a special word of welcome to the MSc of Social Development and the Acting Premier, Ms. Mahasa. Welcome to you, ma'am. Then I'd like to welcome, of course, the academics. I said a few words when we started out. Welcome. Thank you for all your hard work. This is truly appreciated. I'm sure you'll be very proud of the students crossing the stage this afternoon. A special word of welcome to our graduandi. This event is really to celebrate your achievements, and I hope that you will enjoy the afternoon and that you will have lots of celebrations to follow this one. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. These photographers are freelanced and are not endorsed by the university. However, you're more than welcome to use their services. Those of you who have arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements are asked to refer to page 2 of your graduation program. Today is a time to celebrate each and every individual graduate. Can I please ask that you allow that you do celebrate, but that you allow for the next candidate's name to be heard by the whole audience? And therefore we ask that you keep your celebrations as short as possible, so that we give equal opportunity to all our graduates this afternoon. The graduates are kindly requested to complete the graduation exit survey forms that are on their chairs. And we request that you leave the completed forms on the chairs as you exit the ceremony. I would like to introduce this afternoon's artist. Her name is Delia Mumakwe. I know. Yeah, I know, she's awesome. Ms. Makwe is currently a student at the University of the Free State. She's a BCom honors student, and she is specializing in industrial psychology. She's born and bred in Benoni, and Delia has aspirations and dreams to become a successful singer. And after her performance, I'm sure you'll agree with me that she has a splendid future ahead. Delia, we're looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like today, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like crying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains and bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like today, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. And for that we have each other. Yeah. We will rise, we will rise, we'll rise. We'll rise. And I'll rise up, rise like the day, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, we'll rise like today, we'll rise up, we'll rise unafraid, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. I think I'm one of your biggest fans. Ever since the inauguration of our new rector, we've seen you perform a few times. So thank you very much and congratulations. I'd like to introduce the guest speaker of this afternoon, Mr. Justice Ian van der Merwe. Judge van der Merwe was born in the small farming town of Frankfurt in the Free State. He matriculated from the Grey College school just next door to this university. And I have confirmed with him that I can tell you that his nickname in school was Einstein, and it wasn't because he had white hair then. I think it's some reflection of your academic skills, Judge. He's an alumnus of the University of the Free State, and he obtained a B. Juris and LLB degrees from the UFS and from UNISA, respectively. He began his professional career as a state advocate for the National Prosecuting Authority in Bloemfontein in 1978, before participating as an advocate at the Free State Bar for over 2 decades. He was then appointed as the judge in the Free State High Court in 2003. While on the Free State Bar, he served as chairperson. Additionally, he served as chairperson of the Kofsi Regs alumni, the Free State Rugby Union Disciplinary Committee, the Grey College Governing Body, and the UFS Council, on which he served a 3-year term and also as chair of the council. Judge Ian van der Merwe was appointed as a judge in the Supreme Court of Appeal in 2016, following two terms as acting judge in the same court. I'd also like to welcome his wife, Trunel, who is in the audience at the back here this afternoon. Trunel, welcome. And Ian, we're looking forward to your talk.
Mr. Chancellor, a distinguished guest, ladies and gentlemen, especially graduates, to earn a university degree is a very important achievement, an empowering achievement, and therefore allow me in the first place to congratulate each and every one of you heartily in advance for the achievement of being conferred a degree on you shortly. Many congratulations to you, as well as your loved ones and people that supported you without whom I'm sure you'll agree this would not have been possible. It is a pleasure for me to participate in this prestigious ceremony and to deliver a short message to the graduates especially. As Prof. Vitoon said, I served as chair of the council of this university for 7 years, and I've been away for some time, but it's nice to be back, really, even if it's only for the day. The great Russian author, Leo Tolstoy, wrote the novel War and Peace in the latter part of the 1860s. Some people believe that that is the greatest novel ever written. For my part, I tend to agree, but I must say my knowledge of literature is limited. But for me, it depicts many characters, many different characters in depth and in complexity, and against a rich tapestry of the family life and of the historic events relating to the invasion of Napoleon and his forces, by Napoleon and his forces of Russia in the early 1800s. And in that book, War and Peace, which is a huge book, over 1,000 pages if I remember correctly, there's a chapter towards the end that deals inter alia with whether greatness should be ascribed to Napoleon, especially in view of his conduct, which included, according to the author, the fact that he abandoned his retreating troops and returned to luxury in Paris. And in that chapter, there's a line that has, over the years, been a motto for me, and that I wish to share with you briefly today. And that line is, there is no greatness where there is not simplicity, goodness, and truth. Or maybe more modernly translated, There is no greatness where simplicity, goodness, and truth are absent. So, simplicity, goodness, truth. What does it all mean? How can it be applied practically in everyday life? Well, firstly, I venture to say that these things will not by themselves bring about greatness or anything of that kind. You will have to work hard to achieve your dreams. But what I am putting to you is that whatever you achieve will have little or no value in the absence of simplicity, goodness, and truth. Simplicity in this context doesn't mean being stupid or feeble. It means something else that is very important, and that is humility. Humility. You cannot overemphasize, I believe, humility, or the characteristic of humility, the quality of humility, especially in leaders, as you, as graduates, will soon be in society. You will be a leader not for yourself or because of yourself, but to serve. And egos, arrogance, vanity have prevented many people from achieving greatness. On the other hand, humility brings to the fore many good things. It brings, I would say, an open mind, a mind not cluttered and clouded by an exaggerated view of oneself. It brings about the ability to admit to a mistake, to be open to persuasion. As I said this morning, I don't have to tell you that the question is not whether you'll make mistakes. The real question is, how do you deal with your mistakes? Do you admit them? Do you learn from them? And do you grow as a person? And if you have an open mind, you have a chance to enhance or obtain that rare quality of being able to grasp quickly the crux of a matter. And that is something special that not everybody has. Humility brings the ability to value the small things in life, to find joy in the small things in life, in nature, in personal relationships, and the like. And I would say that it brings also patience. Patience, which I regard as the major part of inner strength, of character. The element of goodness, I think, really means what it says. It requires you to be good, to do good, to be kind, and overall, essentially, to truly believe, truly, in the equality and human dignity of all people, of all sorts. There is only one race, and that is the human race. And all of us are equal and entitled to the same dignity. Truth requires you, in the first place, to be always truthful in all your ways, to always act with integrity. Remember, you are entitled to your own opinion, not your own facts. And let it not be said of you, as I heard someone say the other day, that the only exercise he gets is jumping to conclusions. Stick to the truth. The sad reality of public life today is that many of the examples from that field, as the Chancellor said this morning, not only public life, but let's stick to it for the moment. The sad reality is that many of the examples that we get from that is how not to deal with the truth, how not to go about the truth. And think about it. You may ask, how is it that the person that occupies the highest elected position in the country did not raise an eyebrow when the state spent 240 million of public funds on his private home? Why didn't he do anything until he was forced to admit? How is it, you might ask, that the senior public official lied about whether he passed matric and then said that he didn't understand the question which said, did you pass matric? And how can a judge of the High Court keep on denying after years that he had been drunk? And how can he keep on failing to confront the truth? I mention these only as a few of many examples or illustrations of why there is such a dire and critical need for society, for all of us, to insist on the truth, to insist on the truth in everything. And perhaps one can say the most important human endeavor is to search for the truth, whether it be in science or in social matters or in all aspects of life. So this is my humble message to you. Go from here to wherever you are going with your degrees as ambassadors of the University of the Free State. Go with humility, go with goodness, and search for and hold on to the truth. I thank you.
Thank you, Judge van der Merwe. Thank you for reminding us what ethical leadership means. And I hope that amongst the graduates that there are some future leaders who will change the world for the better. We now come to the most important part of the graduation ceremony, and I call upon the Acting Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Professor Robert Peacock, to present the candidates in his faculty.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to confer degrees on the candidates that I introduced to you. Bachelor of Arts Honours, Botha SL, and the degree with distinction. With specialization in English. Brink, WC, with specialization in German and a degree with distinction. Ferreira R, with specialization in psychology. Schlope CN, with specialization in sociology. Jordan SM, with specialization in criminology. Keegan TB, with specialization in English and a degree with distinction. Laurie N, with specialization in sociology. Leburu DL with specialization in Africa Studies. Letube KM with specialization in international relations. Low HB with specialization in English. Madi AB with specialization in sociology. Mahaye LP with specialization in industrial psychology. Madolo SL with specialization in psychology. Maneng NS with specialization in Africa Studies. Martin ME with specialization in international relations and a degree with distinction. Masuane TI with specialization in geography. Matilia CR with specialization in anthropology. Meyers GJ with specialization in criminology. Mnyameni T with specialization in anthropology. Murasadifi NC with specialization in psychology. Moketi PM with specialization in Sesotho. Mokwaleli M with specialization in linguistics. Molefe S with specialization in Sesotho. Motati K with specialization in industrial psychology. Motwang MH with specialization in business management. Motswane MR with specialization in Africa Studies. Mpete OR with specialization in Africa Studies. Mukutu LB with specialization in economics. Pakise DAE with specialization in Sesotho. Raputing TP with specialization in geography. Seleke VR with specialization in Africa Studies. Sesinyi MP with specialization in South African Sign Language. Smith, MA, with specialization in philosophy and a degree with distinction. Swart, BP, with specialization in English. Tau, MP, with specialization in Sesotho. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Drama and Theatre Arts. De Ridder A and a degree with distinction. Henning CM. Kloppers C. Myeni MQ. Van den Berg A and a degree with distinction. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Film and Visual Media. Besaidenout EN and a degree with distinction. Keert CV. Machavi PT. Nagel BJ and a degree with distinction. Niadu A. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Human Movement Science. Barons CJ with specialization in kinderkinetics. Boji M with specialization in kinderkinetics. Breitenbach G with specialization in kinderkinetics. Da Costa RA with specialization in biokinetics. De Bruin M with specialization in biokinetics and a degree with distinction. De Jager A with specialization in biokinetics. De Meyer L with specialization in biokinetics. De Wet ALV with specialization in kinderkinetics. Duplessis JZ with specialization in sports science and a degree with distinction. Faber PP with specialization in biokinetics and a degree with distinction. Farland L with specialization in biokinetics. Fredericks SL with specialization in kinderkinetics. Gruvier C with specialization in biokinetics. Janse van Vieren A with specialization in sports science. Jolingana TT with specialization in biokinetics. Liebenberg JS with specialization in sports science. Menezes EEG with specialization in biokinetics. Meyer C with specialization in biokinetics and a degree with distinction. Mutambo ML with specialization in sports science. Rigert IF with specialization in sports science and a degree with distinction. Rood HR with specialization in kinderkinetics. Sloane S with specialization in sports science. Vandenberg A with specialization in sports science. Vandenberg L with specialization in kinderkinetics and a degree with distinction. Van Heerden K with specialization in biokinetics and a degree with distinction. Van Tuberg BJ with specialization in sports science. Van Wyk HH with specialization in sports science. Van Sail N with specialization in kinderkinetics. Venter A with specialization in sports science. Vogelson N with specialization in biokinetics. Walraven ND and a degree with distinction with specialization in biokinetics. Williams AW with specialization in sports science. Woodbridge T with specialization in biokinetics. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Language Practice. Kaware TC. Bachelor of Arts. Abrams JG. Bartman DD. Boshoff E. Confer SJ. Jabangu TE. Klute J. Colbert RE. De Jager M. Duplessis J. Deploy E. Fumele A. Uslongwane XN. Jackals VB. Jansen van Rensburg M. Jansen van Rensburg MI. Jonker DF. Jordaan MJS. Joy NA. Kudaga BP. Kuku EL. Kuchi JY. Kraus JM and a degree with distinction. Ledimo RN. Lepiane ND. Letele R. Maboya DF. Mariketla MM. Mafika N. Malan TC. Maloka DV. Mamoime R. Thanks. Mare C. Morekwane M. Masala GE. Matsimela MMG. Mbenze NN. Moku TC. Mofikwe K. Mohapi PO. Mohapi T. Molasloy RG. Molifi KM. Monetti ERL. Moperi TK. Motabeng TI. Motiche MG. Mutlokwai PR. Mamakwe DM. Mudau M. Nakeri TA. Ngalo N. Ngoma M. Nslangwane K. Nchigila TC. Ntongo LM. Osman A. Bakisi NME. Fokela TP. Prinsloo JH. Kobesane TNM. Ramaele ET. Ronoti S. Seboka PJ. Sebolao MM. Serupani DE. Sefatsa RC. Saitisho L. Seranyane LC. Selele DNP. Smith S. Solani M. Stein H. Swart JY and a degree with distinction. Dayani NP. Thekiso NB. Tolas TC, Tiali O, Van der Walt L, and the degree with distinction. Van Tonner J.I. and the degree with distinction. Kabane S.M.A. Kuma N.C. Bachelor of Arts in Drama and Theatre Arts. Adamson K. Bok H.H. Kutsie R. De Klerk L. De Klerk M. De Wet AF and the degree with distinction. Fourie G. Hatting MGM. Heymans J. and the degree with distinction. Jacobs J.K. Jonker M. Lang MC and a degree with distinction. Matu Z. Nel MV. Nortier C. Nkabela N. Van Kopenhagen S. Van den Heever FJ. Van der Berg SI. Bachelor of Arts in Fine Arts. Du Plessis M. Hodges B. Hoffman JL. Willie 4B. Skuman K and a degree with distinction. Bachelor of Arts in Geography and Environmental Management. Kabe RNP. Kobele RM. Letimela O. Mabasa M. Madisa MG. Moabi TL, Moadi LL, Ndwa M, Ngubani NS, Ratubei KE, Smith Z, Vosloo NC, Bachelor of Arts in Governance and Political Transformation. Botipe SK, Joanne G, Colby GD, Emily Tienche NP, Gekru Zeti, Gugu ON, Hendricks ZV, Johan TC, Kati BE, Lebeko MD, Lekama K, Lequenea KV, Lekwadu AM, Kumalo NL, Letsapa TB, Litswani TD, Lukele SN, Marunsela S and a degree with distinction. Nomakwezi M, Makele MG, Malachi Embri, Manyaga MA, Manyonga TJ, Mashi MS, Mokaoko TD, Okena MK, Molly Sapoli NP, Mtwetwa SB, Miyamya LS, Mzamo N, Ndlovu N. Ngaleka N. Ngomane SP. Ntene KG. Pereko MP. Fakwe TMI. Folela K. Ramokopu SP. Ramonaing SPM. Lelea E. Roro SM. Setinani RR. Siyoko ML. Tembo SN. Tunzi BV. Jabalala LM. Jubeni ZM. Zamane Z. Bachelor of Arts in Human Movement Science. Arends BS. Biden MK. Bester A. Boyson LP. Botes R. Bota IL. Bota L. Bota MB. Sorry, come so. Bota S and a degree with distinction. Brits AJ. Brown KT. Burger A and a degree with distinction. Jakani TF. Kraus K. Krokamp MR. Delport E. Dollar GT. De Toy B. Ferreira C. Gous N. Grobbelaar A. Hagen A. Hashwell PA. Human DK. Human M. Janse van Rensburg J. Janse van Vieren L. Jordan M. and the degree with distinction. Kramer MM. Lombard AJ. Lombard AJS. Lombard M. Loods M and the degree with distinction. Lotter KC. Martins D and the degree with distinction. Marais BS and the degree with distinction. Mathieu M. Mini C and the degree with distinction. Ndi N. Nadia M. Nia Lambisa YP. Premoy DG. Prinsloo I and the degree with distinction. Ramanamane NT. Rautenbach M and the degree with distinction. Sadi A. Skuman X. Seleke NM. Spies SFJ. Swart F. Swart S. Van der Merwe MP. Van Huisteen A. Van Rooyen C. Van Rooyen J. Van Staden MC. Van Sail N. Vol K and a degree with distinction. Wisner R. Withman CI. Zulu ALE. Bachelor of Arts with specialization in language practice. Konkobe ME. Mapala MF. Matsime K. Strydom M. Van der Merwe AC and a degree with distinction. Van Sail C. Venter PJ. Bachelor of Arts in Management. Barkneth CF. Dahili S and a degree with distinction. Devenir MC. Gratwell BJ. Wangwa NE. Koroba N. Gotelo LJ. Leburu FK. Mankili ML. Maravule N. Matthewson CC. Makwai M. Okay. Mureki T. Mocheche B. Mepau M. Fetlu G. Rousseau FH. Tar AS. Tsatsi LA. Wu G. Bachelor of Music. Grobler N. Van Wyk IL. Postgraduate Diploma in Gender Studies. Molamu FP, Molayane LR, Postgraduate Diploma in Governance and Political Transformation. Davids MM, Lekalake IJ, Mare KY, Maropo OJ, Mupatswe PM, Stockway M, Vesi NC, Diploma in Music, Matlala Ezekias M, Moliswa WR, Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege to present to you the recipient of the Dean's Medal awarded to the best honours degree student in the Faculty of the Humanities, Mr. Smith Mark Adrian, Bachelor of Arts Honours with specialisation in philosophy. Chancellor, I have the privilege to present to you the recipient of the Senate Medal and prize awarded to the best honours degree student at the university.
Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the end of the 8th graduation session in this week and the 11th in all, if we take into consideration the 3 sessions we had at the Kwakwa campus earlier in the year. Yet another fantastic afternoon of celebration of acknowledgement of hard work and passion and commitment that was displayed by you. And we're all very happy for you. We all wish you well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them another collective deserved round of applause. Now that she's in the hall, I'm going to ask Delia Maumakwe to please come up front. No, it's okay here. I've been thanking you in your absence. All the graduations that you've shared with us, your beautiful voice, and I've been wanting to do it in your presence. And it gives me pleasure and a privilege to say thank you to you. You have a beautiful voice. Let it work for you. But also, many with the talent that you have choose to decide too soon that that's only talent that they're ever going to have. You've made a different decision. You decided to come to school, you decided to go to university, and now you have a degree and you still have that beautiful voice of yours. Let them go work for you, my dear. You're fantastic. Professor Peacock, I'm sure Dean Gert is starting to get worried now that there's somebody else who's faster than him. I did not think we'll go through this in an hour and a half, and you've done fantastically well. Well done to you. And Prof. Corley, you are the veteran of the stage, and I think you've missed your talent. I think you do well as an MC to big events like music festivals or something like that. Well done, Prof. Corley. I wish to, I'll come back to the guest speaker who has had to leave us, but members of council who are present here today, we highly appreciate your presence here, and it's pleasing to see members of council also choosing to avail of their incredibly busy time to come and enjoy a celebration like this with you. Highly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's come back now to our graduates now. As Judge Ian van Merwe said, this is your special day. Prof. Corley said the same thing. It's a day of joy, the day on which we celebrate you and your hard work. And we really understand and appreciate sacrifices that go into ultimately sitting where you're sitting or able to walk across the stage. I'm sure as you sit there now, you're saying to yourself, it was all worth it. But you're going to have to do a lot more than earn it to make it worth it. But before I share a few thoughts with yourselves, you are not the only ones who put in the commitment and the passion and the hours and the sacrifices to bring you here. There are many others. Your parents, your uncles, aunts, your spouses, your partners, brothers, sisters, cousins, who knows? Many of them are seated up on the bleachers there and behind you. And I'm going to now ask you, because we've all celebrated you this afternoon, why don't you please rise and help celebrate them for the contributions they made to your success. I'm ashamed of you. Shame on you. You can do better than that. As you remain standing, in front of you are your teachers, your lecturers, professors, and these and the many other teachers that taught you right from the beginning are also part of your intricately involved in your journey. I'm now going to ask you to acknowledge them, but also acknowledge all those who taught you from the very beginning. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Can I now please ask all those who got their degrees with distinction to please rise? As you remain standing, I want to say that success is celebrated. That's what everybody has achieved today. But excellence is something that we should always celebrate to inspire others to aspire to your levels of excellence. I was raised by a mother who only cried. No, my father was there too. But my mother only cried from beautiful and excellent things. My mother never cried from sorrow or pain or unhappiness. And so I'm also inclined when I see somebody, because I'm my mother's son, when I see somebody do something absolutely excellent, there's a part of me that actually gets a bit emotional about it. And so we're celebrating your excellence. But also, for the last 4 years or so, 5 years, I've been Chancellor now for 7 years, I've been doing an observation experiment to look at the race and gender balance of those who get distinctions. When I started, it would be 80–85% white male. I've been watching it shift quite dramatically. It looks a bit balanced here. I think still in favor of the female of the species, as I like to put it. But if we take the 11 graduation sessions that we've completed so far, it's starting to come down a little bit. I think it's almost 75% female who get distinctions. And I think, for me, that is something that deserves special celebration. Because for too long, the world said it's the boys or the men who can do it. And the girls, by the way, except for people of Lesotho. You know, Lesotho is very different. In Lesotho, it was not unusual for the boys to leave school very early, to go work in the mines, to go earn money so that their sisters can go to school. So Lesotho has always prioritized female education. And anyone from Lesotho here, you can celebrate that. But it just gives me incredible joy to see as barriers are removed, as individual commitment and excellence is the only thing that you're judged by. And now you see the females of the species rising to the top. And congratulations to you all and well done to you. Please be seated. Judge Ian van der Merwe is not here, but he shared with you a very special message. A message that kind of coheres a bit with the message that the Vice-Chancellor shared on Tuesday morning. His message on Tuesday morning, because he was the guest speaker, I suppose he's new enough to still be a guest, yeah? His message was on definition of identity. How do you identify who you are? How do you decide who you identify with and who you don't identify yourself with? It was a very deep message. I've asked him, I hope it's on the website already, to put that piece on the website. And it's one of those that I know I will read over and over and over again, to ask myself that question, all those questions that he was challenging us. But Judge Ian today takes us on a slightly different path, because he asks us the questions, what traits or characteristics are prerequisite for greatness? You can be great, but be a horrible person. Is that greatness? When your greatness is used to subjugate others. According to Tolstoy, that does not qualify you to be great. You may be super talented, but you may not necessarily be great. And the three traits that he touches upon are, I think, so fundamental and of essence. Simplicity, which implies humility, and I think for me, the most important, the most attractive character of a human being to me is humility. People who are humble just walk into a special place in my heart and just settle there and sit there. But it's not just humility and simplicity that he talks about. He talks about goodness as well. Goodness to you, goodness to others. And that all-important truth, which is becoming a very rare commodity, truth. We live in a world where, and especially those of us who play in the academic research, scientific space, we live in a world where Donald Trump says, truth is tradable. You can decide that these facts give me a truth and I have a right to determine what truth I get from these facts. And if I don't like the truth that I get from these facts, I can actually create fake facts and then a fake truth. It is actually quite a dangerous space that we've entered, which is why the message from the judge resonates so well. But these three traits and characters that have to be part of the definition of greatness is what this country needs right now more than ever. And as we celebrate during the month of June, 6 days after June 16th, 2017, which was the 41st anniversary of June 16th, 1976, we're all looking at our country. We look at a country where a monumental building was burned down last night in the city of Bloemfontein, City Hall. Because people have a grievance, and to them it is appropriate for that grievance to be expressed through destroying a building that's more than 100 years old. It's that easy. Another development today is again, unnecessarily, the Constitutional Court had to be called upon to tell adults who are supposed to know better something which they knew from the beginning and decided that they want a different truth. It is so unnecessary. The resources and the costs that were expended. But again, the Constitutional Court had to pronounce, and it did not have to pronounce that. I'm sure just common sense would have told us that what the court was asked to pronounce on was something that had to be part of the protocols of Parliament. We live in a country today where it has become almost like a sport for a young lady or a woman to decide that she does not want to be in a relationship anymore with a particular young man, and for that young man to decide to kill her and burn her body. It's almost as if, he did it in Brakpan, I can do it in Kroonstad. It's a sport, it's a game that gets played. That's what we are choosing to become as a nation. But we can make other choices. We don't have to make these particular choices. And it particularly behooves you as young people, the young amongst you, because all of you are younger than me, but some are slightly less younger than others. But what the judge challenges all of us to do is these three traits. Let's ask ourselves the question, how do we stack up against them? Individually, in your heart of hearts, ask yourself that question. How do I stack up against the traits of humility, kindness, and truth? And whatever honest answer you give to yourself, if improvements are needed, be courageous, be brave enough to say, yes, some things will have to change for me to be this citizen that this country deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, go, reflect on it. As you walk out of here, empowered by what you deservedly earned on this campus, and go and strive to change and make the world a better place. Think of this message from the judge. Congratulations to you. Thank you very much. Mema Hassa, we appreciate your presence here, Me. That's an acting premier. We appreciate your presence, and take the message back and say these presences are truly appreciated. Thank you, Me. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the afternoon. The university takes pleasure in inviting you for coffee, tea, and juice in the H. van der Merwe Scholes Hall, which is to the west, that means to the left, as you exit this venue. We will shortly rise and join in the singing of the national anthem, in which will be led by Yanni Mare, accompanied by the graduation instrumental ensemble, directed by Juanita Erasmus Alt. I got that right, am I right? After which you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main and academic processions leave the hall. May you please rise. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.